Hi, this is Mahesh Ravi, and in this video, we'll be talking about technoprobes. Technoprobes are advanced prototypes that you can create for your UX outputs. Usually when you design your prototypes, you basically connect them and you show them how the interaction is going to happen, but you cannot always show the micro interactions that happen. The micro interactions are sub or secondary interactions which happen when a major interaction takes place. To demonstrate those micro interactions, prototypes are not the ideal methods. So here I'm going to show you how we can create a technoprobe for this email concept app that I've created. So let's jump into that. So right now I'm in XD, and as you can see, I have the entire screens created for the email application right here. What I want to do is I want to create a technoprobe. I want to create a detailed demo on what happens when the user sends an email. For that, a basic prototyping tool like XD or Figma is not enough, because I want to show a lot of micro interactions happening, a lot of animations happening here. For example, I want to show like a text is appearing here and a mouse coming in, a mouse pointer coming in, clicking on the sent, and a sent animation happens right here. So to demonstrate all that, I'm going to export this particular frame. So to export that, I'm going to select this, go to File, Export, and select it Artboard, and we can export that as a PNG image. So I have that exported as a PNG image right here. What we are going to do is we're going to open an After Effects project. Here we are in After Effects. We can import the image we exported from XD right into this. And I can drag it into a new composition to use that image to create a new composition in After Effects. So we have the image right here. And this is where we have to create our micro interactions to show an email is being sent. So to do that, the first thing that I'm going to do is to create a text block in here. When you are about to type a message, I want this to sort of go away, and then the text should appear here as someone is typing it. So to do that, I'm going to create a white box. So draw a box right here. So we right now have a shape layer right here. Yeah, so this happens like that. The type your replace suggestion appears for a second, and then it immediately disappears, making stage for the text to appear. So now at this point, we need the text to show up right here. So we're going to type the text, take the text tool, and write the message that we want. Now, another thing that I want to create is that I don't want the text to appear just like this. I want a slight bit of animation happening as the text is being typed into. So I want a typewriter animation happening here where the characters appear one by one. So an easy way to create that animation is to use animation presets. Just go to Effect and Presets, click on Animation Presets, and we have a folder called Text. Open Animate In and drag in the typewriter animation right into the text. So when you click play right now, we can see that the text appears as it, and this works perfectly fine. Now, once after the text appears, the text message is done, we want somebody to click the send button, and then the micro animation for the sent email should appear on top here. So to do that, what we need is a mouse cursor. So I'm going to import an image of a cursor. So let's go to Pictures, and we have an image of a mouse pointer. Drag and drop it into a composition. We can scale it down. Yeah, I think that works. So when the animation begins, the cursor just stays there, and once the message is typed, it needs to move from this point to the send button. So we're going to create a keyframe on the position. So click P to bring the position parameter. Click to create a keyframe there, and then animate the motion of the mouse and sort of reaches there. So we can sort of see the mouse just goes there. At that point, the mail should give, the click happens there. Now, another thing that we can do to make it a little more interactive is when the mouse reaches there and makes a click, we can just do a micro interaction on this button as well. Since we don't have the button as a separate layer, we will actually make that effect from the same background layer that we have. So I'm going to duplicate the background layer. I'm going to crop just that part using the shape crop. So we just have the button right here. I'm going to keep it right where we want the animation to start. Now, what I want to do is when the mouse clicks, the button needs to change to black. Right? So I'm going to add a curves modifier. We will just add a curves effect and convert the darken the whole image to give it a black effect. So when I add the curves modifier, just bring it down. So now we can see it, when it clicks, it becomes black. So we don't want the black effect to stay for long. So when it is clicked, it should immediately, for a second, it should become black and then should retain the previous shape. So we can crop that layer. So it just clicks like that. Right? So once again, let's preview from the beginning. Text appears, the mouse actually moves from point A to click, and then the message is being sent. Now, at this point, when the message is sent, we need to actually show a confirmation that the message has been sent. So that also, we need to show it like an animation. So to do that, we are going to create a new shape. So let's basically make a shape. And we'll use an icon of a male. So let's, for a male icon, we can take that image and then drop it right here, scale it down, and we will sort of keep it inside the circle right here. All right, so what we need to do is we will take these two layers, the shape layer and the icon that we just created, select both of them together. We'll go to layer and recompose so that we can put all of this into one layer. So we have the entire thing in one layer. It's like this. So when the send button is clicked, this pops up right there. So what we need to do is we want this to have a brief animation. So I'm going to take the recompose layer. We'll just move it somewhere here. Let's click P, create a position modifier there, move it somewhere around here, move the position right around here. So when the send, this is the animation which happens. And I will also create an opacity keyframe. It's opaque in the beginning, and then it gains visibility, something like this. Let's do some more tweaking so we can actually add a text also in here when the mail is being sent. Now you can always make it better by adding sound effects into it. So for instance, I want to add some type effects into this. I can definitely do that. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. I will be back with another video. Till then, thank you.